Hello guys, Crudeless here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 3. In the last episode we ventured through, well, first of all we did the series of the Sunless Realm questline and we got that one done, and then we moved on to Untitled Dungeon. And we got here to this beautiful view of the Profaned Capital. Now it's time we go further down into the depths below, and then we'll be able to come out on this side hopefully at the end. So we want to make our way through this room, and oh my god, it's a mimic. Do we have any Lloyd's talismans? We only have one, don't we? Oh, we only have one. This is a crisis. So there will be another one of these further down, and I want to take my chance to fighting this one. Might be a good idea. He is really angry though. Ah, come on. I do hate fighting mimics. They are so erratic in their movements, and they are really difficult to get a hold of. As you can see, they do have their grab attacks, which will kill you if they hit you. So you want to dodge to the sides of this thing. They have the kicks, which are easy to dodge through, and then we get to see the first mimic death of the game. I think we haven't killed one of those without them being. I don't think we have killed a mimic yet. We have only used Lloyd talismans or whatever on the hunter charms as they're called now. Got an Estus flask shard. Really nice. And here we see this cavalry with lots of these warden guards using their mallets. These enemies really also remind me of another enemy from Demon Souls. Oh my god, these machete guys. We have talked a lot about the... well, in the last episode I talked about how much this area looks like the Tower of Lothric from Demon Souls. And a lot of this game is... Well, of course it's made by the same company as the ones that made Demon Souls. It's made by From Software, but it's heavily inspired by a lot of different areas from that game as well. And it's one of the better Souls games. Well, all of the Souls games are amazing in my opinion, but Demon Souls is fantastic. Could make our way down here if we want to. Should we do that? Yeah, let's go down. There are a couple of ways we can go now from here. I want to take this one first, though, as... Oh my god, there is a big giant man. And we are going to fight him. Probably not going to fight him up here though. You're going to want to move down below. But there are a couple of items that we want to get before we do. So yeah, just want to show you guys that. There are some items over on the opposite side from where he was keeping his hands. But yeah, okay. So I want to heal up, and then we want to move down to the end here. What I was saying, these guys really remind me of the workers in like 2.2. Back in the mines in Dark Demon Souls. Stonefang Tunnel is the name of the area. So you can see he's falling down to sleep again. We can move down to just the path where we just were, if you want to. But I want to make my way down. You could jump down to the bottom if you want to, since we have the silver cat ring. But... you can see something interesting there. Take a note of that guy. Oh my god, there's a rat! It's a rat. Take a note of that jailer there in that room below, because we haven't seen him yet, and there is a path down there where we can take. You want to get to the bottom. We want to get to the bottom of this. Before we do though, we want to unlock a shortcut. That is really important that we get. Really important. Come on, come here. Come here, you freaking ratmen. The ratmen are coming for you. Yeah. If you listen closely here, you can hear the sound of basilisks. Can you hear that? You can see that there is a giant hole in the wall, or in the roof there. Well, that is the basilisk. Well, yeah. Both of these chests are safe. Well, this one is a mimic, so no, this one is not safe. I want to kill this guy. As I always say, there are tons of mimics here. What do you mean? Went up on his hind legs there, doing the animations of the mimics from Dark Souls 2. We want to do the other one. Oh, we got the dark clutch ring. We already have one of those clutch rings. We got two of them, but now we got the dark one. An old fable in Londor claims that the lure of the clutch ring reaches out to the crestfallen who might otherwise be overcome by despair. Same description on all of them. But now those guys will pop out of that hole. We get the old cell key. See all those guys? Yep. It's a trap. Come here. You don't want to be petrified by these guys. You want to get out of here. Try to get them lined up and then pierce through them. Like this! Oh my god. The petrifications thing will basically stack up really quickly, so you want to be careful with taking on too many at a time. I'm not sure if they'll follow us through there. Let's try to get rid of those. Come here. Can't even see them. They don't do any melee hits in this game, I think. They only do the spouting thing with the petrification, which is even worse. Because if we die now, we have to retrack all of our steps down here, which would have been terrible for me, but not for you, because I would just cut you when we are back. But I don't take death in Souls games really that seriously, to be honest. People are like, go crazy if you die in a game, but well, the game is all about dying, guys. You're supposed to die and then learn from your mistakes. And I've died so many times, it's ridiculous. So, oh! Double rat! The rat pack is here. Come here. Oh my god, these guys are big! There is a rat boss in Dark Souls 1 down in the sewers. These guys are not nearly as big as this guy. Some more dungeon shit, some more dung pies. If you look closely now, we are just below that area up above. We are down at the bottom of the... where are those jailers? Down at the bottom of the prison. And we got the old cell key. So we have a couple of keys for this area now. We have the jailbreaker's key. We also have the old cell key. Key to the oldest cell in the Irithil dungeon. The first prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant. Cells for men were built at his feet. So we know that the giant there that we hit once, he was the first to be captured here. Presumably by Pontiff Sulivan, that is. So we can make our way out there. I think that's a good idea because these guys are coming for us, and we will unlock a shortcut out here, which is nice. Are they coming for us? I don't think they are. So this is a really interesting area. You can see some of these knights here. Still alive, apparently. As you can see from the blood. He has fallen asleep here, and he has the Lothric armor on. This guy... What is this? Looks like a grew, huh? But he's turned to stone. Dragon torso stone. Another guy here. Still alive. All of them. They are sitting here. There is a blanket ready for us. They're staring towards that building over there. We've seen before. Since the beginning of the game. Let's take a look at the item we got. Oh, it's actually an item we can use. We can gain dragon torso and roar like a dragon. Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons. Used in a secret rite by dragon worshippers. Gain the torso of a dragon and a dragon's roar, a transformation that is irreversible until death. From the ancient times, the path of dragon worship was walked by warriors. It is said that they envision Archdragon Peak in the depths of their meditation. At times, they even hear the distant sound of a great bell at the peak. The Archdragon Peak is over there. These guys are in meditation. But we don't know how to do that, to do meditation yet. By the way, there is an item there. We will get that when we go back down, but we have to unlock the shortcut first. So I'm going to move up here and... Large soul of a nameless soldier, but here is the shortcut. Basically up on the top floor. It's the second top floor, next to where we died actually previously. That's the cages there at the end. You can see the cages from here. Oh no, they're dead because we haven't rested since then. But here is the path where you get the shortcut, so... Yay! Amazing! And then we can proceed down to the bottom. Works pretty nicely. I don't have to go over to the big giant again to get down. Let's jump off here. And... Lightning blade, you say? Strange that this is found directly near Archdragon Peak. We know that the old gods were hunting dragons with lightning damage found in the aftermath of dragon hunts. This spell here, miracle allegedly wielded by a certain dragon slayer knight in the Age of Gods. Reinforces right weapon with lightning. Tales of dragon slayers are now a rare thing, told only in fragments and whispers in remote regions. Now we're using this ring here. Ornstein was the first knight of the sun's eldest born, and his cross spear is said to have been pierced scales made of stone. And we find this item right next to this thing that gives us the abilities to become a stone torso. What is this? Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons? Why is all of this shit right here? And why are they allowed to be here by Pontiff Sulivan, more interestingly enough? So these guys, you don't want to mess with those. You can go in here though, and there will be lots of these other guys. Those Magara, these deformed dragon-looking beings. Lots of these dragon things going on here. These aren't dragons, but they are men that has tried to become dragons. At least it looks like that to me. And we'll see some more confirmations about that later on. Something similar to this guy. Well, not as similar, but yeah. Especially the wings on his back. The Profaned Coal. Enable dark, lacerating and hollow infusion. Remnants of the fire that burned down the profaned capital, preserved in an icy skull. Give to the blacksmith in the shrine to allow the infusion of gems of dark blood and hollow. So we can use a hollow infusion from this thing, and dark and blood from this fire of the profaned capital. Remnants of the fire that burned down the profaned capital. So it was burned down by something, by the fire. It was burned down by the fire. Another one of these guys here, lurking in the shadows. We do give a lot of souls though. No, they don't give a lot of souls. These guys out here do. Here do, haha, pun. So we want to make our way past all of these guys without taking too much damage. I want to make my way out of here. I don't think we can open this one yet, can we? Oh yes, we can. As you can see, this guy, yeah, he has a red eyes, as you can see. Well, he can help us out if we let him. So let's make him take care of these guys. Come on, take care of the other guys. There we go. As our health is really low, let's get out of here and regain that. And they killed him. Wonderful. And now they're after me. Oh my god, this is not good at all. This is not good at all. Let's loot this thing and get out of here. Oh, there's an item in here. And we are such low health currently that we probably will be one-shot by something if we get hit by that. So, we get Xanthous Ashes. I did not expect that guy to... Oh my god, they're coming for me. They're coming for me. Did not expect that guy to be... Enough already. Let's get out of here. Oh, these guys are such an annoying shit stain of an enemy. Oh my god. I can't get out now, can I? There's so many of these guys, and they're trying to burn me with their sticks. You know what these guys remind me of? Game of Thrones. Like the High Sparrow people in the last episode, or the last season. Yep, those guys. Let's get out of here. Ah, oh my god! I did not expect to be hit by that, but yeah, those are annoying. Oh, so annoying, so annoying. We could probably take care of them more easily this time. I'm gonna cut when I'm down there, then we're gonna take care of them all. Finish them off. Okay, so we are back here now. I'm just gonna run through here now and get my souls, and then we're gonna get out of here as quickly as possible while these guys breathe their final breaths. Let's not get trapped inside here now. If I do get trapped inside, then we are screwed again. Luckily though, we're not. There is something that we need to go back here and get, but we'll get that eventually. Now we want to make our way back down into the Profaned Capital. Oh, yes. At least get one thing down here before we move on. Let's get the... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm being tired now. I'm getting tired. I clicked the jump button there for some reason. Why did I do that? I have no idea. So what I was going to talk about after we got to the Profaned Capital was that I generally don't have a lot of trouble with bosses. But mobs like these that have the worst mechanic any Souls game ever by just taking your health down. It's the worst. They give me a lot of trouble. But the boss fights are fun. Enemies that do cheap shit like this, not fun at all. And me jumping off cliffs, that's just pure fun. Let's not do that this time though. Let's get the large soul and then move on. Let's get our health back. As you can see over there, there is something lurking in the side of the mountain. And if we go over to the Profaned Capital, yep, it's a gargoyle. It's a gargoyle. Looks kind of similar to the ones in Dark Souls 1. There are some gargoyles in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Luckily though, you don't have to fight many of these at once. There's only this guy. There is a point later on in the game where you have to fight a couple of them. And that is a bit worse. Yeah, as you can see, this guy, made of rock. He does wield a weapon infused with some fire. Might be indicative of the area we are in. And he does use his wing, stone wing, as like a shield towards damage. And then he'll do like a riposte slam with his weapon, like his shield and weapon and everything else later on. But he looks like a man or a stone of sorts. Now let's go over here and get the bonfire. Don't worry, there are a couple of things here we want to do before we go down here, so I haven't forgotten. There are some things we have to do back up where the giant is. But I just want to get the bonfire now. You can take the ladder down. You see some items over there that we can get a path out. There are lots of ladders here. Lots of ladders. Why are there so many ladders here? What is going on in the Profaned Capital? Let's break these shelves here. If you take a look outside, you can see even more ladders down there. Tons of ladders. Well, because of this guy. Laddersmith Gilligan. I think that's his name, at least. He was in Dark Souls 2. He was the guy that made the ladders. We get the stretch out, and we got the bone, and that bone shard as well. And the bonfire for the Profaned Capital. I think it's also just called Profaned Capital, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. Profaned Capital. Now, there are a couple of things we can do from here. First of all, let's take a look at all the stuff we got. We also have an Estus shard and an undead bone shard that we want to burn, and we also have lots of souls that we can use right now. But we did get a couple of ashes that we haven't seen yet. We have the Easter's ashes that we haven't turned in yet. We found those in near Anolondo. We also got the Xanthu's ashes. Umbral ash of a sorcerer who explored the golden sorceries of a long-lost land. We know what that is. That is Ulasil. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. They were called Xanthu's scholars, but some foolishly imitate them by simply dressing in yellow. The king in yellow. Yeah, we found that one right next to a ring, which is also tied to Ulasil. A dusk crown ring. And you also remember that we have the dusk crown. The crown of dusk right here. And this one basically raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks rises in tandem, which is really good for core sorcerers. Really good core sorcerers. Really good for sorcerers. This ring is as well. Reduces spell FP consumption, but also lowers HP, so it makes you weaker, but it increases the availability of the focus points. Leaf-colored crown ring, bestowed upon the princess of Ulasil, ancient land of golden sorceries. Ulasil is synonymous for its lost sorceries, of which the Xanthu's scholars are dedicated scholars. Oh, the Xanthu's sorcerers are dedicated scholars. This crown ring is a rare artifact of great magic heritage. Interesting enough. Yeah. So I kind of don't want to rest here. Have I rested here already? Can't even tell. Because we want to make our way back up to where we just were. Before we do, though, we want to make trek back to Firelink Shrine and level up a bit, and deliver those undead bone shards and the Estus flask. And oh, I didn't realize we actually did fail her quest line. I thought we would have completed that one. As you can see here now, since we delivered the Rosario finger to her in the previous episode, she is hostile to us, even though she declared us to be her friend. So yeah, that's what happens when you deliver the thing to Rosaria. Even though she is her friend and she told us that she would never betray us, now she is pissed off at us for doing that. But luckily we have finished the quest, so we don't really have any... She doesn't have any purpose for us right now. The thing that would have happened is that after we had defeated the next boss, the last Lord of Cinder, she would have... Basically her corpse would have been down here by the grave, and we would have found her armor and her stuff. But now, since we have finished her questline, we can kill her without any repercussions.
I see that you are now a finger of Rosaria. Your path is wholly different to mine. Gentle Unkindled, I bid you farewell. If we meet again, it will be as adversaries. Yes, I see. An arrant finger you've become. Very well. I will cut each finger from the hand.
That's interesting. So she's directly opposed to the fingers of Rosaria being a holy knight. Let's try to get a backstab in there. I don't think we can. She does have amazing healing abilities though. But yeah, since we have finished her questline, she shouldn't be... this shouldn't be counted as a sin.
Forgive me, Granddad.
And this one would have spawned on the grave as well. The talisman. But as I said, this doesn't matter. I didn't think she would, basically, the quest would fail after we completed it. But yeah, I guess since it wasn't done, it technically worked as a betrayal. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. Ivory talismans are given only to women clerics. Is that... No, that's not the right one. This one is the Sunless Talisman. Talisman given to the Knights of the Sunless Realm, who serve the Nameless Moon. The Nameless Moon. The Nameless Moon. That's really interesting, by the way. It's a parallel to something I will see later on. Scales with intelligence, which is rare for a miracle catalyst, but makes it compatible with dark. In the Sunless Realm, this fact is related first as an initial warning.
Ow.
Now, did we get her Umbral Ash? No, I didn't think she drops one. But we are able to purchase her gear now, as you can see. The Sunless Armor and the Sunless Gauntlets. What? I want to use that, actually. It looks really nice. Attire of a knight from the Sunless Realms, known for their resistance to both magic and the dark. Metal plating and chainmail treated with silver. Sunless knights serve the Nameless Moon, and perhaps it is for this reason the attire casts a feminine silhouette. We know that because we've read a lot of things about Gwyndolin, the Dark Moon. We even got the ring that treats, let's hear, males can perform female actions and vice versa. Gwyndolin was raised like a daughter through the aura of the moon and was said to behave like a sullen, brooding goddess. So yeah, let's buy that armor. Oh, we also get this one here. I didn't realize we had that yet. The Helm of Favor and the Embraced Armor of Favor as well. This belonged to Lothric in Dark Souls 1. Helm of the pitiable embraced knight depicts the affection of the goddess Fina. Adrift on a sea of isolation, only his faith in the love of his goddess remained true, and so the knight forsook all else. As you can see here, the embrace is visible. You can see the hands across the chest there of the goddess Fina. Belongs to Lothric. He basically one of the dudes that betrayed and killed one of the... we also have Smo's armor. High defense, the last knight to stand in defense of the ruined cathedral. Cool. Didn't realize we had unlocked those yet. Yeah, but Lothric he killed one of the NPCs in Dark Souls 1, and you can invade him to revive the NPC. Let's buy that one armor there. Looks really, really cool. Let's buy the gloves and the pants as well. Don't really care for the helm. Yeah, let's skip that one.
Ashen 1.
We should also deliver the rest of the souls to her, but let's check this armor out. It's a lot heavier than this one though, but I think we can use it. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. Looks really nice since we are playing as a... Oh, how's the antiquated gloves with this one? Doesn't really fit since we are dead though, but yeah. Let's equip the sunless gloves and sunless leggings. How much is our weight now? Well, looks good. Looks good. Do we have any head armor that we can use that fits this one better? Painted guardian head? Oh. Let's not use that one. Can use the pontiff hat. What? That's ridiculous. The cleric hat. Maybe we should buy the helm at least. Maybe we should. Or maybe we should use this one here, the old sorcerer's hat that looks freaking ridiculous. We do get our ponytail back there though. Fashion souls, brass helm. Well, I'm just gonna put on something and then we'll be moving on. Let's get the thing from Andre. We can also give him the Profaned Coal and see what he has to say about that one.
Lords, where did you happen upon this coal? This is much too dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
Hope remains, does it not? Let's give her the rest of these ashes here.
Gracious lava.
And see what we get about from those two. As you can see, we get the Lloyd's Shield Ring. I don't think we have that one available yet. We also get the Wood Grain Ring, slows equipment degradation. Special ring crafted in an eastern land. It is made of metal, but with a wood grain crest on its surface. Slows equipment degradation. Wielders of swords originating in the same region follow a practice of inscribing special words on the blades of their swords that are naturally drawn to this ring. Katanas and swords like that. This one was kind of similar to the ring in Dark Souls 1, which gives you ninja rolls, ninja flips, and it belonged to, well, the Easterner in this case is the one that used the armor. I don't think we have the armor here. No, not yet. But the Shiva of the East was one of the vendors in that game. Also assisted the cat lady, Alvina, out in the forest guardian near Ulasil. And the Forest Guardian Covenant. And what was it saying now? I lost my thought. She, well, the Easterner, the ninja dropped that ring. Ninja was like a bodyguard to Shiva, the vendor. And yeah, that's why we got this one with the Easterner's ashes, of course. We also got the Xanthus overcoat. Looks really cool. I really want to buy that one as well. Xanthus clothing is the mark of a researcher of lost sorceries, and the number of medallions denotes their success, a point of pride for the researchers, even if its significance is lost on others. I'm gonna buy these as well. Might use those instead. Here we have the Shiva armor. I missed this one. Distinctive helm made in an eastern land. The exquisite craftsmanship and artistic design made these prized pieces in the collection of any nobleman. Offers excellent damage absorption, particularly from slashing attacks from katanas, which are commonly encountered threats in battles forged in the east. Cool. I like that little lore bit we got there. Don't think we got anything else though of importance. We should probably buy some other 100 charms. Let's get 3 of those. You know what? Screw that. Let's get 14 of them. Might as well have them. And yeah, that would be good to go. Let's try on the Xanthus gear because I think it looks kind of awesome. Let's try it on. Where are the gloves here? Let me just find all this set and put it on. So this is the fashion souls I'm going with here. And yeah, let's light up the undead bone shard here. Let's burn this thing, and then we're gonna continue on back down into the Profaned Capital. There is one more thing there that we want to get before we head up and unlock the doors back in Irithyll Dungeon. You remember there were, I talked about the different keys that we needed to unlock those different doors? Well, turns out they are down here. Now, there are a couple of paths here that we can take. towards the fire, of course, but we don't want to go down and take care of the boss fight just yet, because there is something that we want to do first. And to do that, we need the key. I don't think there is anything special down here. Let's just take a look anyway. This is the path we're going down towards the next boss fight. You can go there now. You can even go there before you fight Pontiff Sullivan if you have trouble. Let's use an Ember, by the way, since we don't have the Ember effect on us. Just in case we get invaded by an NPC that I've missed or something like that. Here we will be invaded by another gargoyle. Invaded by another gargoyle. We'll be attacked by one at least. I love the fact you can see those things there in the wall. This place looks really old compared to the other places we've been. You can see there. It almost looks like the rock has grown around that building there. Oh my god, I sidestepped there. Oh my god, what am I doing? So clumsy in this episode. This is like the worst episode I've done, and I've almost not done nothing in this episode. Died twice, jumped off a cliff, and then fallen back down from a freaking easy place to stand on. Well, yeah, this is the path up, by the way, if you want to get back to the bonfire. Just a rusted coin. Nothing of great worth, but the statues here are... Oh, let's take care of this guy first, though. As you can see, they are headless, I think. Ah! Slowed attack there, man. Oh, we got the stun in. That's nice. Come on, do the burst attack. Come on, do the burst. There we go. And he is headless. What am I doing now? Come on. There we go. As you can see, the statues here, they are praying towards this giant building. It looks a lot like the building in Dark Souls 1 inside the painted world. This guy is, I like my hands. Look at these hands. They are amazing. But yeah, these guys are... Well, these guys are looking away from that thing. But everyone looks the same, so they're probably just a copy of the same model there. But you can see far down below, there are more of these buildings that have crashed into the dark. Perhaps as the world moved, those buildings fell down. Interesting to think about, at least. As you can see some of these lizards, there is a trap in front of that one. You'll fall down. So you want to be careful because there are some pitfalls here that you can find. So you want to be careful. This one is trying to pull you towards another pitfall as well. You can see that one up there. At the end of that little staircase here, there is a trap pitfall as well, down to an area below filled with toxic areas. I'm going to take care of these guys here. That's the trap hole I talked about. We see more of these gaping things that we saw back up in Irithil sewers. There's one more also, I think, over here. Nope, only this thing, the rusty gold coin. And we want to actually exit out here on this side, as we will find this building here. Now we can see some really interesting things here. First of all, there's something up on the roof with fire. And inside there are a lot of difficult, well, a lot of shady things going on. Let me just say that. And I think we might die a couple of times in there. But we did get an important item in here. We get the blooming purple moss clump, produces poison and toxin, cures the status. Toxin is a more vicious form of poison, which quickly leads to death. Moss clumps without blooms are useless against toxin, and those who neglect to carry this flowered variety are simply courting an early demise. So we remember we were poisoned back in where the abyss was close. Where the abyss was closed back in Firelink Keep. That's where the poison area was. This is the toxic area, filled with these gaping dragon creatures. So there is a tight connection to humanity and the darkness of the abyss below. But this is enough for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for checking this one out, and thank you for leaving a like on the video as well. I've been Crudeless, and you've been awesome. See you in the next one. Bye bye.